2, 1.
Right, welcome back to Show Me Trucks. Working on the 67 some more. Finishing up this seat, and I'm gonna work on getting the rubber laid out the right way. And like I showed you in the last video, I'm probably gonna have to cut it and modify it a little bit to get it to sit right. Finished up the seat just a little bit ago. Not perfect, but for my first time, I thought it went pretty well. You know, there's kind of some wrinkles. I don't know if it's from just sitting in it or from whenever they made it. You know, even in his picture, you know, I'm sure he paid a professional shop to put it on. It still has some wrinkles in it, so it's looking okay though. Kind of overlaps over here, which is cool. It's just interesting because on my 67, it wasn't like this, and you could it only had this front bolt in, which is kind of handy, and then you could tip it forward. And if you don't run a tank in the cab, you kind of got some more storage. All the bolts in. The one downer is now that the seat is all covered and you have to move it as one big piece, so getting it in the truck will be harder, and probably have to two-person it. It's comfy, I'll tell you that. All my seats have always been blown out, so it'll be nice to actually build a truck to sell and put a lot of money in it, because hopefully this thing rides really good with all those polyurethane bushings and a nice seat, and it should be nice and clean. Let's keep working on the rubber mat and see what we can do here. It's kind of cold in the garage, so I put it back in the sun again to let it loosen up a little bit. So I think what I'm doing is, because I have so much slack all up in here, it's horrible up in here. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this floor mat in pieces, which is really dumb. I'd rather it lay down nice and flat and then have a seam. What I'm gonna do is, I think I'm going to cut this whole section and just let this section sit flat. This is the side that's gonna be used the most. you know, cut it all out. You don't see back here if you've never done these trucks. Your gas tank mounts right here, seat belt mounts right here. I wanted to leave all those holes open. There's your seat belt bolt here, but I did want that covered a little bit just visually. She's sitting okay. You know, obviously I wanted this lined up. I needed my holes. So as I was going, I was just getting bolts in that way. It wasn't moving whenever you're cutting everything. And then over here, there's supposed to be 2 of these little pins, but I don't have the other one in the back of your pedal. It sits up in there and pivots. It seems like they always pop out of there. But I think my truck, I didn't even run that for most of the time. One side down, that took forever. I don't know. I'd probably do carpet if I did it again, just because to me the carpet just lays how it lays. You know, it's got enough structure that it will just kind of like blend in. This thing looks stupid whenever it's got all the slack in it. So I'm liking this side. Let's see how it is once I throw the other side in and then try to get all this to look halfway decent. Well, if you ever see me filming with my hat off, that means I had a bad day. So let me show you how bad that went. I got this side done. Like I was explaining, my plan was to slice this and kind of overlap it. Well, obviously, it seems like the thing shrunk in half. It was crazy. It wasn't even close once I put the high hump in, even though I had all this extra slack the other day. Whatever. I'm trashing it. The thing fits so horrible. And I know it might have been for a two-wheel drive, but it fit horrible for a two-wheel drive. Because my plan, at first, I put it on there to see if it was good enough. I was just going to leave it alone and use it for a truck later and then order the carpet. Well, I really wish I wouldn't have bought this at all. Because, you know, $75 and a lot of driving to go pick it up, and then it's crap. I don't even know what company you got it from, but I'm assuming they're all pretty bad. I thought at first to kind of cut it like this so that at least it can kind of sit in the pockets, but then I don't know how I would make the center. I could make like a little retaining strip, but I don't even know where I could get this material. I would like it to match, obviously. Not deal with that because it's probably going to be time and money more than the carpet. All of this, I burn a whole day, half a day at least, trying to get all this to fit in there, and it's crap. I think I'm gonna order a brown carpet and just throw it in there and, you know, just clean your feet before you get in the truck. But salty if you can't tell my attitude, because I don't have a whole lot of extra money, so throwing $75 out the window sucks. I don't know what else to say about that, but that sucked. So, yay. Pulled a bunch of stuff off this 350. This is a, you know, Mexican block Target Master. I know you can't see anything because it's way too dark in my garage. I got no lights. You know, hopefully everything checks out. Seems to be turning over. I guess it was in a grain truck, so apparently lower miles, but rough miles. So hopefully I can get everything to work. I do like how it still has kind of the ram horn style on here, which is good. You know, kind of a more correct look. And then I didn't want a throttle body injection because I wanted the old school valve covers. So I might even buy different ones, or at least pop these stupid little tabs off. You know, 2-barrel, nothing to write home about on this thing. But I'm having so much trouble finding 350s that I had to go for it. So it has this weird little adapter. Like I said, it's in a grain truck, so some of the pulleys look a little different too. I don't know if they had another accessory running over here, but you know, your alternator would be up here. These brackets, some of them look homemade and broken. So this power steering bracket's broken, and probably just from moving it around. I doubt it's from when it was in there running, but so I'm gonna try to get the original, more teardrop style power steering pump and fit it on here. Hopefully I can keep all these pulleys and not have to modify it. If you saw the auction, I do have a couple pulleys, but I think they're all the crank pulleys. So hopefully water pump, all that can stay. Turns over nice and smooth, but I'm gonna keep pulling stuff off it and get ready to clean it. I was hoping a little better. Obviously, you always do. I kind of paid up a lot, and it sucked. It sucks looking for a 350 right now, I guess. And then it's got a cracked cap, and hopefully I have a cap over there on the shelf. I have some new old stock stuff over there, so hopefully I have a V8 HEI cap. So you know, at least it's not points. Not that I care that much, but HEI distributor, 2-barrel. You know, dirty, but not the end of the world. We'll see how she cleans up. Hopefully hopefully I can use this bracket. Usually you'll see this mounted up here on a regular small block, but I don't want to have to remake all these, so I'm probably gonna go to the junkyard and see if I can grab all the accessory brackets from another engine and throw them on here. The goal is to get it in the truck and get the truck running quick, cheap, but obviously cheap is not going well for me right now.